Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I am Ananya Singh and you're watching today's legal news, where we apprise you with the recent important legal developments across the nation. Here are the headlines. 22nd Law Commission suggests retention of sedition law with safeguards and extension of sentence to life imprisonment. Purpose of EWS quota will be defeated if neighbourhood criteria is followed strictly by schools, holds Delhi High Court. A special NIA court declares 6 for Justice member a proclaimed offender in the model jail Tiffin bomb case. Gangster Chhota Rajan moves Bombay High Court against Netflix series Scoop for infringement of personality rights. Delhi High Court issues notice to centre over properties unlawfully claimed as Waqf properties. Now let's take a detailed look on the headlines. The 22nd Law Commission headed by Justice Rituraj Awasthi suggested that Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code that provides with the law regarding sedition needs to be retained, while also stating that there is a requirement that amendments be made to the said law to bring clarity regarding the usage of the provision. The Commission in its report submitted to the government also recommended the model guidelines to curb the misuse of sedition law. It was further suggested that a provision analogous to Section 196 subsection 3 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 may be incorporated as a proviso to Section 154 of CRPC, which would provide the requisite procedural safeguard before filing of an FIR with respect to an offence under Section 124A IPC. The Commission also said that sedition, being a colonial legacy, was not a valid ground to repeal it. The recommendation was sent to the Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal. The Delhi High Court, while ordering that 2 students who lived some distance away from the school be admitted to the school, said that the whole purpose of reservation of seats for the economically weaker sections or disadvantaged groups will be defeated if seats for them are allowed to go to waste just because the neighbourhood criteria is not fulfilled. Justice Mini Pushkarna passed the order and said that if seats in a particular school are available under the EWS or DG category, then the Directorate of Education is required to allot such schools to the applicants who have applied for admission under the said category. The court further said that the DOA is directed to make the endeavour as far as possible to allot schools which are nearest to the residence of the students. But the social purpose of reservation of seats under the EWS or DG category cannot be allowed to be lost if such objections with regard to the applicants not meeting the neighbourhood criteria are entertained. A National Investigation Agency Special Court in Chandigarh declared a member as a proclaimed offender belonging to the 6 for Justice organization, which has been declared an unlawful association under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Jaswinder Singh alias Multani was declared the proclaimed offender under Section 82 of CRPC for being the mastermind behind the planting of the IED bomb outside the wall of Model Jail in Chandigarh in the Model Jail Tiffin bomb blast case of April 2022. Investigation by the NIA also revealed that Multani gave effect to the crime from Germany, and he was also in contact with pro-Khalistan operatives in India, Pakistan and other countries. Gangster Chhota Rajan, who is presently serving time in the Tihar jail, has moved the Bombay High Court seeking stay on release of Netflix series Scoop, which is based on the killing of a journalist, Jyotirmoy De, in 2011. Rajan alleges that there has been a use or misuse of the attributes of his personality without his prior consent by the makers, which amounted to infringement of his personality rights as well as defamation. He also sought ₹1 in damages or the money earned by the makers through the telecast of the series. Rajan argues that his appeal against the conviction in the case is pending before the High Court of Bombay, and the trial court's conviction couldn't be used against him. The series is set to be released today on June 2nd, and the plea is also likely to be heard by a vacation bench of the High Court today. A bench of the Delhi High Court comprising the Chief Justice Satish Chandra Sharma and Justice Subramaniam Prasad issued a notice to the central government over 123 properties in the National Capital Territory that are being claimed unlawfully as being Waqf properties. The court in the year 1984 ruled that the said properties remain in the control and ownership of the government. However, in 2014, the Congress government, during the announcement of the Lok Sabha elections, transferred the properties to the Waqf, despite the stay on such transfer by the court. The petition was filed in the court to ensure that the 1984 order be complied with and the properties be retained by the government. The matter is listed for hearing on July 26th. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. And subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android to keep yourself updated with authentic legal news.